Hi guys, my name's Lana. I am a mum of two little ones. I've got Daisy who is 2.5 and I have got Riley who is 1 in a couple of weeks. I can't believe it. It's literally gone so quick. Basically, here it is Easter weekend at the moment and I thought I would film a bit of a random vlog type video, just filming little bits here and there of our weekend. We've got Easter morning and then today we are going to go to a really nice little garden centre. We're going to pick up some tomato seeds and some little pots, and Daisy's going to grow her own tomato plants, in theory, if it all goes well this year. And then we're going to go off to a little community farm that we go to quite a lot so that Daisy and Riley can see the animals, and we're going to have some lunch. And then also I was going to talk to you guys a little bit about how Riley is getting on with the dairy ladder. So I don't know if you've seen in previous videos, I've mentioned that Riley has an allergy or suspected allergy to cow's milk. So we have actually started the process of reintroducing the cow's milk back into his diet. I will timestamp this video, so if something isn't of interest to you or not really relevant, then you guys can kind of just skip ahead to what is. So yeah, I hope that you really enjoy the video and let's get straight into it. Did you have a good sleep, my little man? Where's these seeds then? There's some flower seeds. We want tomato seeds. I like these big red ones. Those do look nice, don't they? We might need to see exactly where we're going to be growing them. We're going to grow them in pots on the ground. Well done, darling. Daisy, where's the white rabbit? Show Daddy your favourite one.
He's like, help me get away, guys.
Floating. She likes that. That was really lovely, gentle. Seen the Easter Bunny and he's given me presents for Daisy and Riley.
Can I open them?
Come on then, let's go sit down. Shall we get Riley to sit down too?
I opened them.
Wow, so this present is for Daisy. Should I get one out for Riley?
Yeah.
This is for you, Riley.
Present. Yay, present. Happy birthday.
It's not birthday time, it's Easter time.
Silly, Mummy.
Silly Daisy.
I love my present. Thank you, Mummy.
That's okay, darling. I think we ought to say thank you to the Easter Bunny as well, haven't we? Where's your bunny is? Look. Says who eats what. Slide them down like this. Peck at the food in the windowsill.
Did you want to help that then?
No.
What have you got?
What is that?
Feather.
Feathers for your arts and crafts. What's that? Sequins. Look at all those sequins for your arts and crafts.
That more one.
This one.
Hello,
It opens presents.
New one, Badger's Bands. Ah, Daisy. That's a good idea. What's that?
Oh my god, it's
What is that?
Chocolate.
Chocolate chops.
What is it like? Is it give me a thumbs up? Daisy's just asked to do a bit of arts and crafts with all her new bits, so we're just in the playroom doing that now. I can hear Riley in the living room and he's getting a bit upset. I think he probably needs a nap soon, and then I will be prepping for an Easter egg hunt in the garden and some like afternoon tea with our family. So that's what we're doing this afternoon. Hopefully that'll be really nice.
What's that noise?
It's Riley playing in the kitchen, isn't it?
A bank.
So I thought I would take this opportunity to have a chat about the dairy ladder and what's been going on with me and Riley this last year. So this might not be obviously relevant to everyone, but if it is, then I do think that you'll find this really interesting, and it's quite nice to hear from another mum that has been going through the same kind of issues and struggles with a dairy intolerance. So basically, Riley was born and he has been breastfeeding like the whole time. He's never had any formula. So I was breastfeeding him, and then he was about 9 days old and I noticed lots of horrible symptoms. So he had really nasty mucousy nappies. He would cry a lot and just seemed really uncomfortable, irritable. His tummy was really distended, like a football. He was covered in a rash. He just wasn't right. You could just tell he wasn't right. And I had had some previous experience of this because Daisy had been the same when she was born. So it took us quite a while to work out what was going on with Daisy, because I think first time parents, like we just had no idea, like, why is my baby crying? And it was like a long road to working out that actually it was potentially the dairy in my diet that was coming through my breast milk that was upsetting her. But with Riley, because I'd already been through it once, I saw him as a 9-day-old baby and I was just like, oh yeah, this is a cow's milk protein allergy, I think. So we contacted the relevant like medical professionals. I saw a breastfeeding consultant. We then got referred to a NHS dietitian for Riley, so a paediatric dietitian. And we got in contact with GP as well. So we kind of went down that route, just informing everyone of what we thought was going on, and we kind of just had it confirmed once they'd seen Riley and seen the symptoms. And then the advice was for me to go dairy free, so to completely cut out any cow's milk in my diet, so butter, cheese, chocolate, pizza, like all gone pretty much. So essentially I became vegan overnight, apart from eggs, because I'm vegetarian anyway. That was quite challenging. I had done it already once before when I was breastfeeding Daisy, so I knew I could do it, but it was really disappointing and disheartening because I love dairy and I just thought, oh, like this is going to be a long old time, and I just know kind of the route that I was going down. So yeah, it was a bit disappointing, but obviously anything to make Riley feel better. Obviously that was kind of when he was newborn, and then all up until he started weaning around 6 months, I was dairy free and he was like a different baby. So all of his symptoms went away within literally a couple of days of me taking the dairy out of my diet, and then he was obviously just on breast milk up until around 6 months, and then from 6 months we started weaning him, and then we obviously had to wean him dairy free as well, so he hasn't had any dairy until now, really. So he is now just turning 1, and the advice from the dietitian was wait until he is around 1 and then start reintroducing some dairy into my diet, and then start Riley on the milk ladder. So in England, I don't know if it's different elsewhere, there is a ladder essentially of reintroducing dairy back into a diet, or introducing, I suppose, to Riley, because he's never really physically had it himself. And you can find these on the NHS website. We got given one specifically by our dietitian, but they are like rungs of a ladder, and you start at the bottom, you work your way all the way up to the top. So we are actually in the process of the ladder now. We started off literally 3 days ago now, 4 days ago, and we started off by giving him a custard cream biscuit. It was just what we had in the house, and it had dried milk powder in it, and I thought, come on, let's just do this. Everyone's well in the house at the moment, which is a shock. No one's ill, no one's got a cold, so I thought, like, let's do it, because that's the advice. You always have to do it when your child isn't ill. Yeah, we gave him a custard cream and he was fine. And then the next day we gave him a custard cream and he was fine. And he's had them for 3 days now. And the advice is to do it for 7 days and then move up the ladder. But because he's done it for 3 days and he's been literally fine, and I've been eating custard creams as well, which has been lovely, we are now going to move on to the next step. So the next step is the baked milk. That's kind of where we are. I thought it would be interesting to some parents that are kind of going through the same thing, or some parents that have just recently had a baby, like a newborn baby, diagnosed as CMPA, they call it, cow's milk protein allergy. And yeah, just to say that there is light at the end of the tunnel, and it does get better. At the beginning, when your baby's screaming and they're uncomfortable and painful and they've got a rash, and it just feels so long away that they're gonna, potentially be completing the ladder, or, that they're gonna be well or not crying. And it just feels really overwhelming. And especially as a breastfeeding mum, when you then have to go dairy free, on top of broken sleep, stressful days, looking after potentially other children, and, just being so tired, and all you want is chocolate and pizza and, all your comfort foods, and then being told that you can't. And I know how hard that is. It's really, really hard. But there is light at the end of the tunnel. Daisy, my oldest child, she's 2.5 now, and she completed the dairy ladder when she was just under 1, and she completed it absolutely fine, and she is fine with dairy now. There is hope, and I'm really hopeful for my family that Riley is gonna smash this, and I'm gonna be able to eat what I want again. And if you have any questions, please drop them in the comments below or send me a message. I'm really happy to talk openly about our whole experience of everything. Yeah, if I can help anyone, then that would be fantastic. We're gonna leave the video there, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. It's been a bit of a random video. You say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
It's been a bit random today, but yeah, I hope you enjoyed seeing what we've been getting up to, and we will see you on our next one. Bye!